What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I want to offer my thoughts on the ever-growing issue that in truth has never gone away, and that is the racial abuse that black sports stars receive, particularly on social media. Now, yesterday I did a video talking about the double standard that currently exists when it comes to calling out people for their wrongdoings in reference to Captain Tom Moore. Now, that video got a lot of comments saying, well done, thanks for stating the truth, we need more people like you. All of those comments I welcome and I appreciate, by the way. So in this video, I also hope that those same people who said all those nice things will also appreciate what I'm about to say in this video. Because there's also an hypocrisy when it comes to the right, when it comes to calling out the double standards, as they seem to like to call out the left for, or they wanted to say things or call out things which suit their narrative. I do follow a few right-leaning platforms on the socials, those who claim to be fair and balanced and for the people, and they are particularly silent when it comes to the actual racial abuse that black sports stars receive on the daily. And not just black sports stars, athletes, entertainers, musicians, whatever black famous person there is, they're up and free game for racial abuse. But I'm going to use the example of Marcus Rashford here, even though, again, like I said, there are so many more to choose from. But let's take the example of the free school meal situation, in which the right were keen to jump on the bandwagon because they didn't like the whole free school situation. And to be fair, that's in their power to disagree regarding the situation that developed there. That's in their right. But they were so quick to call him out, making videos addressing it. And the backlash that he got was so bad. And it wasn't even about disagreeing with him on a political or ideological level. We're talking about on a personal level, the disrespect that he received, that there's one particular individual that his name slips me, which the disrespect got so high that had he said that to somebody's face, he would have got punched straight in the face. I even did a video addressing that situation because I believe, unlike some other channels who claim to be fair and balanced, I am fair and balanced. However, guess what? That part was strangely met with silence from the right. But don't worry about it. As soon as more details about Marcus Rashford's housing empire, or should I say houses that he wanted to buy, was revealed by, I think it was the Daily Mail or one of the newspapers that was revealed by, guess who chirped up again? You guessed it, it was the right. What for? Because they wanted to take every opportunity that they could to use as a precursor for their own narrative, as their way of saying, shut up and play, Marcus. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how the other half live. You don't know what you're talking about because now you've managed to make a way for yourself, which, keep in mind now, it's not as if Marcus Rashford came from a life of luxury, but that doesn't suit their narrative. It doesn't really matter. But here's the latest situation in regards to abuse that him, and again, other black footballers, black sports stars, entertainers, athletes receive. And like I expected, I haven't heard a peep about the abuse that they receive on the daily. Not a peep. And whenever it does get magically addressed, this is how disingenuous it seems to be. All that gets spewed back as a retort is, well, people get abused all the time. I mean, I get abused because, you know, I was short, I'm ugly, or I'm ginger, or I might have been a bit slow when I was younger. If they don't like it, it should stay off social media, as if that is some sort of response, some sort of, you can tell it's a disingenuous response. And also they say, because they get paid a lot of money, particularly when it comes to footballers in this country, oh, we should just grow a thick skin, should stay off social media. Oh, you get paid all this money, you should be able to handle a bit of abuse. As if having racial abuse hurled at you on your own personal private account is some sort of, is a right in this country just because you get paid all this money, you should get abused. As if you like to get abused, no matter how much you get paid. Nobody likes to get abused, particularly racial abuse. So, but it just makes me laugh, the disingenuous nature of the right when it comes to how they operate, but yet they're quick to call out the left for how they operate. And it's funny because whenever they go through something, they cause an uproar. Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do. We always think that, oh, the left one cause uproar. The right cause just as much of an uproar when they don't like things that go on. So you spot the double standard. But going back to the whole situation regarding racial abuse, for me, it just shows to me that this type of abuse isn't going away anytime soon, and that social media itself is just empowering people to actually be themselves. It's not, people aren't transforming. All it's doing is empowering them to be themselves, because I'm a firm believer in this, that when people believe they're in a safe space, hidden by anonymity, which the internet can somewhat provide, it's getting better at trying to track people, but people still believe they can be just shrouded in anonymity, their true colours come out, and they say things exactly what's in their heart, and it comes out either typing, in messages, however it comes out. But they say things which they wouldn't have been bold enough to say out loud previously before social media became as prevalent as it did right now. And that's why, despite my viewpoint on the state of race relations and how racist modern day society is, I would always respect what my ancestors and elders endured, which often gets forgotten in this country because of the whole stiff upper lip, the whole shut up and play mentality, the whole just get on with things that exist in this country, which causes people to forget the history and makes people think, oh, we live in such a utopia here. This is such a wonderful, tolerant country. This is all the narrative. It's such a good PR spin. It's a great PR spin. And a lot of it's because, unlike other countries where everything's racist, it's front and center. We don't like that in this country. We like people to shut up and get on with things. But before I go, I just wanted to play with you two clips. Two clips I'm going to play for you, about 30 years apart. One before social media and one after social media. And I want you to tell me exactly, what do you think has changed? Until next time, I'm out.
And the point is, we have to accept a certain amount of responsibility in football, that a tremendous amount of verbal abuse has been perpetrated to the black player. Now, I would be doing an injustice if I didn't make it quite clear that, to a large degree, is one of the reasons why a lot of black people are not prepared to stand in amongst that nonsense and take the verbal abuse that black players have had to take, and have done a brilliant job, accepted it, got on with it, everything that the people in the industry have wanted them to do, and have done it, and they have to be commended for that.
All the time we keep talking about the same thing. Oh, we're not going anywhere. These black footballers are not going anywhere. Black people in the media, they're not going anywhere. They're not coming off the social media. So you can keep talking and keep sending them messages.
Is that a solution?
They're not doing it.
Would that be a solution? Not that I think it's the right.
What, to come off?
Yeah.
Why?
For people to take their accounts away because they garner so much attention. Millions of people following them.
But then you
and that
say,
would hurt the media.
But then you say that. But then some fans like to engage with footballers, decent fans, and they like to talk to. Look at the good stuff Marcus Rashford's doing, and how many tweets and that he sends out and stuff like that, and Instagram stuff. Why should they stop going on there? Because the colour of their skin. Well, then if you're going to tell them to stop, everyone should come off it. Then every individual should come off it. It shouldn't be because you're a black footballer, a young black footballer, or a black person in the media that you should be able to, or a black person of any whatever you do in life, that you should be able to come off social media because you're getting racially abused. No, I'm sick and tired of it.